For generations, traditional healers across Africa held knowledge so potent people called it myth. Here's the plot twist: rigorous science in 2025 is confirming parts of that wisdom, without the hype. I'm taking you on a quick trip through time. African medical systems have been refined over millennia, passed orally recorded in travelers' notes, and practiced daily in clinics from Accra to Arusha. Despite colonial disruption, families, guilds of healers, and botanists kept the thread alive. Think of it as a lost pharmacy hiding in plain sight. Warburgia ugandensis, East Africa's pepperbark tree, was used for fevers and malaria-like illness. Dramane sesquiterpenes like polygodial and warburginal show antiplasmodial and antimicrobial activity in lab studies. Hoodia gordoni, from southern Africa, was used to curb hunger on long hunts. Scientists isolated P57, a steroidal glycoside that influences appetite pathways. Promising, though big trials fell short and development stalled. Harpagophytum procumbens, devil's claw, has harpagoside, with evidence for easing osteoarthritis pain. Prunus africana bark extracts, PGM, have clinical support for benign prostate symptoms, but the tree is CITES listed, so sustainable sourcing is critical. And Cryptolepis sanguinolenta in West Africa, its alkaloid cryptolepine hits malaria parasites in vitro, while raising real safety questions that researchers are actively probing. What's new now? Better chemistry and better ethics. In 2024-2025, teams are mapping full metabolomic fingerprints, testing mechanisms like membrane disruption by drymanes or COX modulation by harpagoside, and screening against resistant microbes. Ethical bioprospecting is no longer optional. The Nagoya Protocol sets rules for access and benefit sharing. A landmark example was the San People's Agreement with South Africa's CSIR over Hoodia. Imperfect, but a template for sharing value with knowledge holders. From bench to bedside, the road is hard, but real. Think standardized extracts, dose finding, toxicity, and randomized trials before anything becomes medicine. Still, the potential is huge. New antimicrobials for resistance, adjuncts for chronic pain and inflammation, prostate health leads, metabolic health leads. Rediscovery depends on the people who kept this wisdom alive. Indigenous communities are co-designing studies, deciding what can be shared, and protecting sacred knowledge. Tech is supercharging the work: DNA barcoding to stop adulteration, genomics to track endangered populations, AI models to predict which compounds bind specific targets, and high-throughput screens to prioritize safe candidates. Meanwhile, countries are building traditional knowledge databases and pushing for fair intellectual property rights. The future, rooted in the past. Safeguarding plants like Prunus africana, Warburgia, and Hoodia protects ecosystems and cultures as much as potential medicines. If we respect science, conservation, and community leadership, nature's forgotten pharmacy could help solve very modern problems. Stay curious, demand proof, support ethical sourcing, and credit the communities who carried this knowledge through centuries.